questions about a lot of the, I guess, holistic medicine would be the way to put it, when you're dealing with herbalists and those that can talk to you about the immune system, maybe questions that you might have on what actually helps. We know it's not a cure. It doesn't prevent you from getting the coronavirus, but if your immune system is working to its capacity, or how, the immune boost is what we talk about with Bell Lifestyle Products. We're going to talk to Joan Sarro from, actually in Calgary, where she's a master herbalist registered with the Alberta and Canadian Herbalist Association. So she is going to join us. She's the account manager in Alberta for Bell Lifestyle. And we do have questions, and as most people do, and what I garnered from walking into certain places over the weekend, there's still a real fear. And so, once again, there's no miracle cure, and there's certainly nothing that's going to guarantee that you won't get it. But I think if your immune system is probably working to its capacity,
yes,
you have a better chance of fending it off. I guess that's the way I would put it, Dave.
Yeah, you know what? We'll come straight out and ask her. Obviously, there isn't a cure. We know that already, but could exactly what you just said there, could boosting that immune system help? Because you have to think it does. I know it helps during cold season, as far as you take the right supplements, you eat properly, you have the right vitamins in your system, and everybody sits there and says, get the vitamin C out there, do this, do that. I've been using the Bell Lifestyle's Immune Boost, Extreme Immune Boost, religiously, probably for the last 2 months, and I like it. I like it a lot. I'm noticing that the colds don't last as long when I do have them, and Luch even sends in Boost with garlic as well, huge for the immune system. There's different things like that. We'll ask Joan everything, how she would recommend it, because we still aren't seeing warm temperatures throughout the country. We've had some nice days. Yesterday was a nice day, but for the most part, we're still in cold season, Mike. Not, let alone what's happening with the pandemic across the world. People could catch something pretty quick, even if it isn't what they don't want to catch in COVID-19.
Bell Lifestyle Products, and it's important, not only are they good people and really good at what they do, but if there ever was a time where we needed some solid information, and that's really what we're talking about. I know that there's some whack jobs out there. There's some people with a lot of misinformation about somehow there's cures and stuff that you could ingest that somehow are going to keep you, I don't know, like Superman safe. Like, I don't understand it, and of course we talked about, the ability to really just sort of replenish your own system and your own body, and there's different ways to do it. And one of the best ways, of course, is your immune system, and when it comes to that, that's where we rely pretty heavily on our friends at Bell Lifestyle Products. So this morning, we bring in Joan Sarro, who is a master herbalist registered with the Alberta and Canadian Herbalist Association. So immediately, right away, Dave, I believe, we are talking to the Royal Mike Richards smartest person of the day.
100%. Good morning, Joan.
Good morning.
Now, just so you know, Joan, the bar not that high. Really, not.
That's good. That's a good thing.
Now, are you related to Mike Fratello? Are you related to Tony Spallatini? Is Spalletti your cousin?
He is my cousin. He is my cousin indeed. He's a wonderful person, and his parents are my godparents, and very cool.
He is one. Well, you don't have to explain to the rest of Calgary and all of Alberta. He's an angel, that man. I have more love for Tony Spallatini. Dave has been to Spalumbo's more times. Spalumbo's is the name.
Oh, yeah. Spalumbo's is an institution for sure.
But, you talk about, here's the interesting thing. People are like, okay, well, how is this relating to your talk of the system? Well, most of the foods made sort of, when I look at Italian food, a lot of garlic, a lot of things, really the foundation of, when I went to Italy, so a good friend of mine, Vinny Shore, who I don't know if you know Vin, but we go over to Italy and we go to the little towns, the little villages in the mountains. The average age was like 1,000. These people live forever, and it's like, what are these people? What is going on? Well, if I get down to it, they're not going to a pharmacy and popping pills. No. They're living a long time. A couple of reasons. Number one, they don't live the stupid, stressful life that we put ourselves through. I think that's a killer for us.
Yeah.
Joan, is what they put in their bodies. And a lot of it has to do with what you're probably going to talk about today, which is, when you get down to homeopathic medicines and just the natural things we can get from foods and supplements, that's what they have on a regular basis. And I think that's why they live so long.
Yeah, and it's funny because I was going to mention the Mediterranean diet, which is a component of Italian food. And absolutely, so a lot of us think of, when we think of herbal medicine or herbs, we think of supplements, which are important, of course, but really, many of those things are components of our diet anyway, just like the spices we use, right? Rosemary has incredible medicinal benefits. It's been used for neurodegenerative diseases, helps the circulatory system as well. A lot of the herbs we use, like oregano and basil, are antimicrobial. If you add those to your diet, really, you are helping your immune system. So it doesn't have to be complicated. A Mediterranean diet, lots of local, fresh fruits and vegetables. I don't know about Ontario, but in Alberta, the best stocked area of the grocery store right now is the produce section.
Mm. So,
that's a great option right now. If you can't afford the fresh produce, then frozen's a good option as well. And then good quality fish is great. That's a huge part of the Mediterranean diet, really. Provides protein, of course, and then a broad spectrum of omegas, like omega-3s, which helps control inflammation, balances our hormones, all things that contribute to a healthy immune system. Fermented foods like olives and antipasto that we'll find in Italy are great for fostering healthy bacteria in our guts and throughout our bodies. And then fats. So the last 5 years, fats have kind of come back into favor, but before that, so many of us were terrified of them. Right. But things like that you'll find in the Mediterranean, olive oil, grass-fed butter, and then also avocado oils, coconut oils, or just eating avocados. So important to our immune system, to our brain health, inflammation. You just want to make sure that the oils you're consuming are fresh. That's really important as well. So making sure you rotate those regularly. But yeah, Mediterranean diet, even the World Health Organization has touted the Mediterranean diet as one of the best ways to prevent and control non-communicable diseases. So that doesn't include things like viruses,
right.
But if we have healthy, innate immunity and we don't have conditions like heart disease, diabetes, the better our health and the better our immunity will be overall. So that is a good one.
Yeah, certainly. Joan, thanks for joining us this morning, and good morning to Calgary this morning. As far as now, eating properly is key, but it is key at any time of the year. Everybody should get into the habit of doing the right things at the right times. As far as supplementing yourself, though, we've used a lot of different Bell Lifestyle products. Immune system is such a key aspect of not only the fall, winter, spring months, just because you never know what you can catch out there as far as colds and coughs and so forth. Obviously, there is no cure or no preventative of COVID-19, and we've made this clear many times online and on the show. But to build up the immune system, as far as supplements are concerned, what are some of the suggestions you would put forward on that topic?
Well, of course, the foundational things like vitamin C, zinc, getting a lot of those in supplementation or in our diet is very important. And then in terms of Bell Lifestyle products, I always say that the immune system is quite complicated. And as herbalists, we treat people as individuals, so don't really do a one-size-fit-all approach. But Bell has done a really great job of using those herbs that do help a wide variety of people and have a lot of research behind them. So a Bell favorite of mine, I'm a bit of a mycologist. I love the mushrooms. So the Supreme Immune Booster features Coriolis, which is known as turkey tail mushroom. It's one of the best researched mushrooms, and even just herbs in the world. There's several hundred published studies on turkey tail. And basically, it's rich in polysaccharides, which is a very strong molecule that helps with our immunity. So it helps modulate our immunity. The strong polysaccharides that makes us strong. So it's quite an important mushroom to the immune system. It's also some herbs, for the immune, you kind of take it more acutely. But with Coriolus, that's something people can take every day, and it's safe. And then our turkey tail is standardized to contain 40% polysaccharide, so it's a good amount to make sure that your immune system is protected and helps with the natural expression of our immune cells. A lot of people talk about boosting our immune system, but actually the mushrooms and a lot of the herbs more modulate. So if it's a little too high, it'll bring it down. If it's too low, it'll bring it up. So they almost act like thermostats.
Very good.
That's a really great, that's a really great product.
See, I never would have thought that, for lack of fungi, has these traits that, as you said, it's not just, and that's how people think. Like the layperson like myself is thinking, okay, whatever I can throw in my body that's going to boost it, like I'm going to be some sort of superhuman guy, take all this stuff, it'll be this wall of supplements is going to protect me. In reality, as you're saying, sometimes modulation might be the actual key to being a healthier person.
Exactly. If you overstimulate the immune system, then you get things like autoimmune disorders, which is an issue. That's when your immune system starts to work against you. So just the things that help increase our immunity are many of the things that help to lower it as well if it's functioning too high, like making sure you get the right amount of sleep, managing your stress, exercise, that kind of thing. All of the common sense things, right, that we know what to do. Sometimes they can be a little bit more difficult. A lot of people are, of course, stressed out right now, but that's when you have to be more mindful of all of these things. So we can have that balance. Homeostasis is what we call it. It's balance in the system. It's like thinking of an orchestra when everything works well together. It's a beautiful thing.
Well, anyway, I need to tell you, by the way, every day, just tell me, it's a beautiful thing. Our good friend Anthony Petrucci, who's at Palmasa, makes the most beautiful lasagnas. And,
lovely.
the stuff that's been, and it's the good thin noodles, it's like 6, 7, 8 layers like that. Just, as they say, the Nona style of lasagna. But even things like that. And again, we talk about supplements and the Bell Lifestyle products. But almost to a person when we have them on, they're like, this is Bell Lifestyle products come into play when you don't get what you need from your diet. Like everyone almost comes on and says the same thing, Joan, which is if you start with your diet, it's not like we're coming on, we're trying to push all these supplements. The reality is, if you get the diet right, you probably need less of those other things.
Exactly. It's so important to have that foundation. And you don't want to just, we're not in the business of pushing supplements on people if they don't need it. And a lot of people, the reality is right now, a lot of people are having financial concerns. So, you don't want to add to that stress to tell people they have to take this, that, and the other thing. If they are able to do that and they want a little bit of help in that area, then we can help them out, definitely. Another one of our formulas that I love is our Echinacea Immune Support. That's something really great to take right now. Echinacea, all herbs really have usually around 200 different chemicals. Of course, some are more bioactive than others. The echinacea has been proven in the literature to relieve symptoms of upper respiratory tract infections and sore throat. And then that formula has a whole host of other excellent herbs that are known to help with immunity, like black cumin, olive leaf, black elderberry, which is really popular right now. If you are sick, it helps to promote a fever, which sounds a little backwards, but you actually want a fever to come on and break, because that actually helps to kill some of the bad viruses and bacteria. And then it also helps with upper respiratory infections as well. So that's got a whole host of herbs in that formula that's really great right now.
Dave, you take echinacea, don't you? Is that a big thing for you?
I do, and it's funny you say that, both of you, because I'm just getting a tweet here from a listener who is listening from Regina this morning. He asks that same question: the immune boost and echinacea, can it be supplemented together as a combination? Does that make sense to you, Joan?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it absolutely can. Yeah, they work quite well together. Echinacea immune support is something you can take on a regular basis as well. But, if you take the turkey tail, let's say if you have those two together, turkey tail, I would say that would be my number one choice for taking on a daily basis. Echinacea immune support you can as well. But if you'd rather just use it selectively, then, right now is a good time to take that to help boost our immune systems. And obviously, it's not going to treat COVID. We can't make that claim. But, it will help prevent other colds and flus that are still going around.
Yes.
And none of us want to be a burden on our health system as well. Right now, we want to keep our hospitals open so that they can focus on COVID right now. So, yeah, those two are totally safe to take together.
Joan, thank you so much for this morning. I mean, we just love talking to our Bell people, but it was great to have you on. I know we'll do this again because, hopefully under different circumstances, but I have a feeling we've got at least a couple of months of these kinds of scenarios that we need to talk about. And I would say go and hug your cousine for me, but
I will.
No hugging, no kissing for Italians? What, are you kidding me?
I know, right? It's a difficult time for us right now.
Oh,
definitely send him a message though, and let him know he'll be thrilled. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's funny. Of the two close friends I have out there, there's Folly, who does all the right things, all the good things, and then my other best friend out there, Jerry Forbes, who does none of those things. Whose diet probably is just terrible, and I think rum is what he believes will keep him safe. And so far he's been right. So what am I going to say? Joan, thank you. Yeah,
medicinal, right?
You take care, and we will talk to you again very soon. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Joan.
Ciao, ciao.
That is Joan Sarro, the account manager in Alberta for Bell Lifestyle. They have the greatest people, though. Dave, she was fantastic. That was very, very informational.
Yeah, very much so. And you know what? Not really a surprise coming from Bell Lifestyle. They do provide us with some fantastic professionals, and this is kind of what we need at this time. And of course, we will have a Bell Lifestyle guest every second Monday, and obviously major topics are immune system and immune boost, and what else is more prevalent right now than that.
Absolutely, absolutely.